So this could be a big deal here. We can actually go and win the league here with Plymouth. After only signing players on free transfers throughout this series, we could go and win the Premier League. It couldn't happen. Could it? And welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Plymouth Save, episode number 13 today. Or I suppose we could have called it episode 12.5 because today we're going to be doing the other half, the second half of our season, which we started in episode 12. It's season 12 of the Save. This Save where we're only signing players on free transfers. And somehow, just somehow, we've got ourselves into this position here where we are top of the Premier League. Not only top, but we're top by 9 points here. We are having a sensational season. I've actually played a couple of extra games since last episode, so you may be noticing we've a little bit more progressed through the season there. That's just because I got a bit carried away and couldn't stop playing this save. I'm having so much fun because we're so good. Since last episode, I think a couple of extra games on there potentially. We've beaten Man City in the most recent game to cap off, or hopefully it doesn't cap off, and hopefully this continues, a run of form that goes all the way back to the 27th of November, and we've won every single game through December, and halfway through January, we've won every single game. In fact, we've conceded like 2 goals in that time. This Plymouth team is special. We're winning games. I mean, let's just go to this Manchester City game to kind of like cap it off and show how good we have now become. We're not only beating Manchester City, but we're deserving to win. Have a look at those match stats. It was Carlos Jose who got the winning goal. Yes, they did get a red card in the second half, but even before that, we were deserving of this win. Carlos Jose with the winning goal, as you see him there very quickly. Let me turn down the speed ever so slightly. You can see Broha crossing the ball in, Sam O'Brien winning the header, and Carlos Jose just going around in a circle before smashing past the goalkeeper. Is it Edison? I don't know who that keeper is. It's Andre Gomez. Probably not the Everton midfielder, Andre Gomez, in the Manchester City goal there. We deserve to win that game, and it takes us to this point here, 9 points clear in the league, and hopefully today we can go and win a Premier League title and potentially finish off this save. That is the aim, and it's still very much the aim, because even though I've played the rest of this season, it's still an if. We're going to have a live com at the end of today's episode to find out if we can win the Premier League. So don't go anywhere. But what we will now go and do is find out how the second half of the season has gone. Before we do go and find out how that second half of the season has gone, you know it's coming. Please do subscribe to the channel. We are pushing towards 17,000 subscribers. I'm going to set a bit of a target to get to 20,000 as soon as possible. So yes, I am going to keep reminding you. And if you've not already subscribed, you might as well subscribe because I'm going to keep on asking. So yeah, just do it now. It benefits everybody really then, doesn't it? Also, if you have enjoyed this series, if you've enjoyed this video up to this point too, make sure you do leave a like on it. It pushes it out to more people. And to be honest, I've had so much fun doing this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. You seem to have. And there's lots of different types of content. Some saves similar to this one coming up in the future. I'm also moving house at the moment, as you can see by this background now looking a little bit bare, isn't it? But yeah, lots to come in the future. So make sure you are subscribed. And I guess let's get into this second half of the season. I'm excited to show you exactly how it's gone. Let's do this. Okay, welcome back to the end of the season then. It is the 15th of May. And let me show you the situation at the moment. Let's jump into the save and have a look, because yes, we are still top of the league. 37 games have been played and we are just 2 points clear of Manchester United in second place. It's not quite gone as well as the first half of the season has gone, but if we win on the last day of the season, which is going to be a live com, if we win this game, we will be champions of England, Premier League champions with Plymouth, after not signing anybody on anything but a free transfer, except for one player, which I suppose Jake Blake, which we don't talk about that. Except for Jake Blake, we've only signed players on frees. It's quite an achievement. I can't quite believe we've got to this point from where it looked like we were going to really struggle to make any progress. That Champions League qualification has just taken us to that next level, and now look at us. Now look at us as we go in and play Fulham on the last day. Manchester United play Watford. If we better their result, or if we just win against Fulham, who are 15th, we will win the league. Let me show you how the second half of the season has gone then. From Manchester City here, look, where we'd not lost, or where we'd won every game since November, look, we actually lost the very next game to Liverpool. We did have Liverpool. They are very good. They've got Erling Haaland, who has scored 38 league goals this year. He is a joke. He is absolutely broken in this year's game. We did lose to them. Carlos Jose did score. We were very up and down from this point onwards. Look, we were getting wins against Watford, but then losing to Chelsea, beating Arsenal, then losing to Liverpool again the second time for this season. Then we lose to Chelsea in the FA Cup. We went out in the 5th round in that one. Then we beat Brighton. Then we lost to Porto in the Champions League. Then we beat Porto in the Champions League. And it was very up and down. The form was very, very inconsistent. As you'd probably, I don't know, we kind of reverted to type a little bit. After a fantastic run here, this is maybe more of what you'd expect. Luckily, we had that 9-point lead at the top of the Premier League table, and that's kind of carried us through. There were some great games, by the way. We went through in the Champions League all the way until the Champions League semi-final, where the final is going to be now Manchester United versus PSG. This is what we're up against, by the way. Champions League finalist, Manchester United. We went out in the semi-finals to them. 3-1 in the second leg, 5-2 on aggregate. They were just very good. I mean, we had a red card as well. Meunier got sent off in that one. Look, you see the team. We've not changed too much. We've stuck with the system that we've been using all year. And it was a fantastic run in the Champions League. We knocked out Arsenal. We knocked out Porto. You saw how we qualified from the group earlier in the last episode, didn't you? Beat Newcastle 4-0 there. Recently, look, we are off the back of 2 wins. A penalty from Franco Tonga here and a 4-1 win with Grimares, Tonga, Sam O'Brien and Luke Gillum scoring the goals. So form is looking good going into this last game. I'd make us the favourites. So I guess actually let's jump into the tactics team so I can show you the players that have been playing throughout this run, and also let's pick the team for today's live com against Fulham as we try and win this title. Come on. Okay, then here is the team for today's game then. 1 or 2 players are missing out, and also a few transfer things to share with you because a few players are leaving, which I'm hoping is going to be proved irrelevant a little bit because we're going to go and win the Premier League title. But Emerson Royale is leaving. He is going to Young Boys. We are losing. I can't remember if I showed you this in the last episode. I don't think I did, but Bruno Guimaraes is going to Monaco, as well as Darwin Núñez is also leaving to go to Monaco after a fantastic season this year from Núñez. He's actually injured in this game. He did break, it was fractured his wrist, so he's missed a fair few games. He's got 18 goals in 32 games. We're going to go with the old tried and trusted Kaio George, who's actually just signed a new 4-year deal because I thought we need to keep him around. He's a legend of this save, isn't he? So he will start up front. So some players are leaving. We are also missing Ugarte, who I mentioned has that broken lower leg, which is a real shame. In the last game, I think that was the win against Brentford, he's out for 3 to 5 months. It's a bit of a shame actually that he's going to miss what is hopefully going to be a title winning match. I really hope it is anyway. Meunier also, who has played 44 times for us this year, is suspended. So Bella Kotchap is going to come in at the back. The team then looks like this. Mere in goal, Emerson Royale, Todibo, Bella Kotchap and Riquelme. Most of those have been our starters except for Bella Kotchap. Bruno is going to play a little bit deeper in the midfield with Tonga starting where he usually does. Carlos Jose, who's been excellent this year and has got himself 9 goals. As you can see, Sam O'Brien, probably our best player, I'd probably say. At this stage, 13 goals from him and a very nice average rating as well. Ernest Poku on the left and then Kaio George up front. This is the team. We're going to go and try and win a Premier League title. I guess all that's left to be done is to click tactical selection and submit this team. Oh, imagine we bottle it from here. What do we do if we bottle it from here? Do we go and do another season? I suppose we kind of have to. We got so close this year that hopefully with a Champions League semi-final in the books as well, that actually, you know, more players want to join us. But I'm really kind of hoping that this is going to be where we get the job done, because I don't know if we quite deserve to be here. We've kind of managed to get ourselves here through maybe a little bit of luck, especially that great run we had has kind of carried us to this point. It might be a now or never sort of situation. There's the Fulham team. As you can see, a few new gens in there. Tapsoba, I love Tapsoba, playing at centre-back for Fulham. I think we're ready to go there. There's the Premier League table. 2 points behind our Manchester United. They play Watford at home. We will, of course, keep an eye on their result too. If Watford can pull off a bit of a shock there, that would help us out a lot, wouldn't it? That's it then. We are now underway, and it all comes down to this. I'm going to encourage them early. We've had the first shot, but it was off target. Let me just get the Manchester United score up here. They're 1-0 up already. Lorenzo Luca has scored after 11 minutes. If it finishes like this, if we draw and they win, we will actually be behind them in the title. Very quick, the game is going by there. Let me turn down the speed slightly. And we actually need to go and score now after that opening goal from Luca. Their strike force is so scary with Luca in it as well, look. And hopefully, although here we go on the attack. Poku, O'Brien scores. I think he's onside. He's got his arm up in the air. I think this is going to count. We're going to check VAR here. Poku is the player that's being said to be offside. John Brooks is consulting with VAR. We've scored a goal and we lead. This, I mean, it's happened very early there, but that could be the goal that wins us the Premier League title. 22 minutes on the clock. Sam O'Brien, who has been such a superstar for us. What a free transfer he has ended up being. He is probably our best player. In fact, I just want to show you him as well because I think it goes under the radar a little bit. Look how good he is. 26 years old. We signed him on a free transfer from Tottenham, where he did actually play some games, but he has been superb for us, especially this year. And he might have scored the goal that takes us to the Premier League title. Still 1-0 to Manchester United, 1-0 to us here. Can we go and make this comfortable? It'd be very nice to make it comfortable. Whenever we do these end of season live comms, I feel like it's either very comfortable or very nervy. Sam O'Brien, what an effort. I mean, it wasn't a good effort. It was a good run and then a terrible effort. It's still 1-0. We continue from here as we are now approaching the halfway mark. Manchester United have scored again. It's 2-0. They're doing their job. Bella Kotchap heads wide. Whilst it's still 1-0, it's a little bit precarious, isn't it? I wouldn't be too upset if we went and got ourselves a second goal here. Looks like, though, going in at half-time, it is, in fact, 1-0. We have been the better team. Just about, I'd say. All of the highlights that we've seen have been ours. The match stats are very, very even. The league table looks like this at half-time. I will say, if they equalise, it could be catastrophic. It's 2-0 to Manchester United. Luka and Milinkovic-Savic scoring goals for them. I would very much like a second goal here. I'm going to say, don't get complacent out there. We might need to use our substitutes as well if we need to run this game down, but that is a very dangerous game. I'd much prefer if we could score a second goal. So let's praise them. Let's see if we can keep going forward. We've had a few more shots here. 35 minutes to play as we now have a highlight. Here's Dennis Mann for Fulham and Howcroft. I don't like this. They're on the attack down the right-hand side. Good block. I mean, Carlos Jose trying to win the header there. He's about 5'2". We are, though, going to be breaking away. Kyle George, it would be kind of apt if he got himself a goal. What a run this is. Okay, you could have played him in there. I think it was Poku that could have been played in. Kyle George, a real hero of this save. If he scores today, it would be very apt. And we're not going to score like that as they clear the ball. And they are actually looking to attack it. Go on, Bruno. Winning it back. Well done. A one-season wonder, Bruno Guimaraes. Or did he come last year? I'm not sure. But Darwin Núñez has just come in for one season and bounced out. He's off to Monaco at the end of the year. Don't do that. Emerson Royale's got himself sent off. Why do we always make it nervy? We're down to 10. Surely things aren't unraveling from this point here. This could be terrible. We need to really think about how we do this now. We don't necessarily have the players to see this one out from here. Can Sam O'Brien play up front? I've got an idea about what I want to do. I'm going to do Poku off, who is actually playing very well, and do a 4-3-2 like this, which I quite like as a bit of a... we'll do box-to-boxes on either side. This is usually my go-to 10-men sort of formation or shape. It's just now who can come on at right back. Ethan Laird is going to do that. I feel a bit bad taking Poku off, who was technically, according to our ratings, our second best player there. But Sam O'Brien up front with a goal to his name, I think, is more of a threat, although we probably will have to swap him too. Luke Gillum can come on for him in a bit. I don't want to change too much, but this could really upset us now. Half an hour to go. We're down to 10 and the lead is only by 1. Manchester United are doing their job. If I change here to... oh, no, they've got a corner. I was going to show you the league table. Dwight McNeil crosses. Grace... oh, my word, it's in. It's Brian Lopez. And Fulham have equalised. It's all unravelling here. It's all unravelling here. I thought I was about to say, I was halfway through saying it, great save by Mere, but he flaps it into the back of the net. He's got crisp packets for wrists. It's 1-1 with 23 minutes to play. We're down to 10 men. And if I show you this league table here, Manchester United would be stealing the Premier League title from us. From this point, I think we have to go for it. I think actually we need to get another player in behind here, which is going to be Carlos Jose, I think, as a shadow striker. I think we're going to go to attacking. We have to go and try and win this game. Luke Gillum for Sam O'Brien. I know he's played well, but we need a hero. He's very tired. We're going to go for it like this. This is 20 minutes to play. We need a goal. It's as simple as that. We're not going to get 2 goals from Watford. We need a goal with 10 to play. Nothing's happening. I'm going to push the fullbacks up slightly as well, just to see if we can get a bit more width from them. I'm actually going to make them complete wingbacks and see if we can really get some width from them. What I literally said, we either make it really comfortable or we make it really stressful. It looks like we're going to go down the stressful route here. There are 10 minutes to play. It's not happening, is it? It's 4-0 Manchester United now. Who's going to come off this bench and score a goal? I tell you somebody who usually does bits for us. Armando Broja usually scores goals, doesn't he? I'm going to bring him on as... We're going to go 3 strikers. If I can actually get him to play in the middle. We're going to go 3 strikers and we are going to play like this for the final part of this game. And we're going to go hell for leather, you could almost say, with Kaya George, Gillam and Broja in there. I might even do Broja on this side. Kaya George through the middle. Lads, please go and find a goal. There was a highlight there. There was a corner which has gone away again. There's a highlight for them. To be honest, if we concede, it doesn't mean much. But if we can score here, it might be the goal that can win us the Premier League title. Mere, find a green shirt with this ball here. Don't just kick it to them. Although, win that flick on Kaya George. He doesn't. They've lost the ball. We should get it back now, though. We can build from here. Tongia. We've used all our subs. Ball over the top. It's aimless. It's literally aimless. It's gone straight to the goalkeeper, Andresson. And... is he wasting time here? What is this highlight going to be? We've had the ball twice in it. But, oh, it looks like it's going to be a Fulham ball. Here's Dennis Mann. They've got so much space in behind our wing-backs. Good header. We're away. There's 2 versus... It's 3-on-3. It's Broja coming forward. Just go alone, Armando. Just go alone. Go down and win a penalty, Armando Broja. This could be huge. I think... we're getting a spot kick here. I don't even know who's going to take it. But this could be the opportunity to win this title. If we score this... we're going to win the Premier League. If we miss this, we're going to have another season. It's going to be Kaya George. Of course it is. To take the penalty to potentially win us the title. Kaya George scores! And we are now back on top of the Premier League table. Get in! We now need to shut up shop. We now need to get everybody back into their positions and see through the final 5 or 6 minutes here. And it will be ours. We've come up clutch right where we needed it with the 10 men. Let me stop. Let me get these players back into their positions. Well, how do I even do this with the players that we've got? We can go wider here because Broja can play wide. Gillam can play wide. Drop those lads back. And I'll tell you what we do. We're going to go to... do you know what? Can Gillam play really wide or can Broja? No. This is fine. We're going to drop it to this. We'll go to positive. And what I'm just going to do is we'll put our tempo down, be more disciplined, put a bit of time wasting on. And we just go from there. I might ramp up that time wasting as we get closer to the end. There's a highlight. We just need to be sensible here. Here come Fulham. One back by Riquelme. Kaya George. He's got space. He's got Luke Gillam going through. Who scores to cement it, to confirm it. Plymouth Argyle are going to be Premier League champions. And what a final 10 minutes we've had here. What a result this is going to be. Fulham have played straight into our hands there. Dennis Mann's given it away. Riquelme gives it Kaya George. He's calm. He finds his mate Luke Gillam, who puts that ball into the top of the top corner. And Plymouth are going to be Premier League champions. I did not believe that was going to happen. I really thought we'd blown it. But as the final whistle blows here, we've won the Premier League. We have won the Premier League. Apparently, we're not getting an award ceremony. We're not being presented with a trophy. But just to confirm it, we've won the league with Plymouth. It's done. It's confirmed. It's finished. Complete. I can't quite believe it. I'm out. I'm lost for words. What a final 10 minutes. 84th minute goal from Kaya George. Luke Gillam in the 89th minute. After signing no players for any transfer fees from League One to the Premier League. It's taken us 12 seasons. But we've got ourselves right to the very top. Plymouth are Premier League champions. Now that deserves a like on the video. That deserves a subscription if I've ever seen it. But let's just go and see it confirmed as the news item will pop up here at the end. Because I think this will probably be the end of our series. Thank you so much for being along on this journey. We leave it with this site here. Plymouth win the Premier Division. Thank you so much for joining me on this series. Thank you so much for still being here at the very end of it. If you've watched every minute of the series, you need to let me know down in those comments down below, just so I know who the absolute legends of this series has been. But thank you so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you in something new as we go and do something a little bit different. Also, actually, in your comments down below, what do you want to see next on the channel? What type of series? Do you want to go and see like a director of football or a youth-only series? Let me know, because we're still kind of debating that and trying to decide what we do next. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Plymouth for Premier League champions. Get in. See you later. Bye-bye.